So thank you everyone for joining today, and thank you Dave and the Alliance for giving us this opportunity. And today we're really just going to dive into Llama Stack. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't, but we're going to get into like what it is, how it works, and ultimately the value that it can provide your business. So Kai, you can go on to the next slide. Just do a really quick introduction. So my name is Rohith. I'm on the global partnerships team at Meta, based in New York City, and working very closely with Dave and the IBM team on Llama go-to-market. And I've been at the company for about 6.5 years. And yeah, this is my colleague Kai, if you want to do a quick intro.
Hi everyone, I'm Kai. I'm partner engineer at Meta, right now working on Llama Stack. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Next slide. So before we jump into the content, what Llama Stack is all about and why it might be a great fit for you, we truly believe like feedback is a gift. So today we have 2 quick anonymous surveys. It's literally just one question. So if you could just spare like a few seconds to fill these out, that'd be like really awesome. It would inform future participation at these kinds of events, as well as actually inform like Llama Stack product strategy. So again, it's one question, completely anonymous. So I'll give everyone just like 15 seconds to do the QR code. Again, we have one now, then one at the end. So really appreciate if you could just fill this out. Hopefully it's easy. So yeah, Kai, let's give everyone like 15 more seconds, and then we can just dive into all things Llama Stack.
Yeah, looking forward.
Thanks.
Okay, should we start?
Let's do it. Perfect.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
Yep. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my talk. My talk is on the Llama Stack. So when we open source the Llama models, we have here great feedbacks from the community. And for the developer, basically, they want to have a solution to get started faster. They want to build their application reliably and safely. They want to maintain over their data. That's actually the most beneficial with open source. You can keep your data instead of sending it to cloud. Also, they want to fine-tune it, customize it using its own data. That's also a major benefit we are seeing. Similarly, on the other hand, we have providers who serve our Llama model. And then from their side, they have feedbacks. Basically, there's no standard at that time to basically build towards. Also, one sec. Also, they want to have a tool, best practice, basically, to serving the new models. And they want to do those quantization, they want to do spec decoding, and they wonder how can they do that. So we realize releasing just a model weights is not enough, even though we already advertise new model capabilities. We already ship the reference code in the GitHub. Also, we have those model card. Provider has some problems with serving those model because those model is new, and sometimes they come with not a lot of new features, and they just want to serve it correct. Also, they want to do something fancier, like spec decoding, quantization. They need a way to verify they are doing it correctly. Also, the inference layer is just the basic, right? They want to provide many other components that is designed by the developer, like tool calling, agent, all the stuff. So our goal is to make it easy to build with Llama. What does it mean by easy? First, from the developer side, inference API should be working and without platform locking. That means you can use Llama on your Mac. You can use VM on self-hosted GPUs. You also can choose cloud, cloud endpoint. And similarly, those standard things like tool calling, streaming, multimodal inference should just work, right? No other stuff. Similarly, the provider, they want to serve the Llama with confidence. they want to have an easy way to set up and test Llama deployments on their cluster, basically. Also, it is easy that it's beyond inference because inference is just the base layer. So for the developer who want to build agentic workflow for their production, they need to do tool, knowledge retrieval, telemetry, and safety. Similarly, they want to customize their model and eval their model, making sure their front-end model are good enough. Also, for the provider side, they want to offer more, like agents, tools, fine-tuning, and also they want to have an easy way to deploy on-prem. So here is a proposed solution from Meta that we use Llama Stack. What Llama Stack offer? For developer who want to use Llama and tune Llama, we provide a CLL, client SDK, and a UI, a simple UI. For partner, we have this distribution for them to serve platform and all the basics like tool callings. And in the middle, we have Llama Stack API and plugins. Okay, so let's look at what kind of API we provide. Llama Stack supports the full development lifecycle. That means if you want to build an agent, of course, we have the agent API, we have the memory API, we have the inference API, we have the safety that is help you to build the agent. And if you want to deploy and monitor, you can use the telemetry API. If you want to run eval, we have the dataset eval API scoring. And then if you want to do fine-tuning, it's coming. We have the post-training API. We have the synthetic data gen API. We have the batch inference API that helps you to fine-tune your own model. Yeah, once we defined those API, actually 12 of them, we have the API provider. That is basically the exact provider that we use. For example, here for the inference, definitely we have Llama, we have VLM, we also have like cloud provider like Firework, Grok, safety, Llama Guard, post-training right now, TouchTune, like Hugging Face, and also dataset we can load from Hugging Face, we can load from your local eval, we have the meta reference, we also have the NVIDIA evaluator, scoring, we have basic function, we have MMS judge, also NVIDIA eval as well. And telemetry right now is mostly a meta reference. We also have agent, we also have a bunch of tools, vector Ls, synthetic data gen is coming, batch inference is coming. Yeah, we are still working on those. Okay, so the first thing we provide is CLI. CLI is a command line that it's easy to use. Once you have the Llama Stack server, you can use Llama Stack client config to that endpoint, and it should be connected to the server. Then you can do Llama Stack client model list to get all the model, and then you can just simply do inference chat completion with the model you want to talk and with the message, and it will respond with a chat completion response. And of course, we have the SDK and two popular one. One is a Python, one is a TypeScript. They are very similar. Basically, we import Llama Stack client, having the base URL towards the endpoint that you hosted, and then you will have inference completion, and you will get that response. And building an agent integrate with tool execution is very easy. Basically, you import the agent, you have that client that already set up, and you tell which model you want to use, give some instruction, and include what tool you want to use, basically, and create a section. This section will actually manage all your chat history. That in this section, basically, you just need to create term with your prompt, and this section has a section ID all stored by Llama Stack. Also, we provide Llama Stack mobile SDK. Famously enough, we have like 1B and 3B with quantization. That's a very popular one. We have the Android calling, as native support. We also have the on-device inference support with ExecuTouch. So basically, we have like a local module. We have a remote module. You can either choose to go on cloud or go do local. And they are the same API. That basically means, of course, you can build one using your Mac and Llama, and then transfer it to the mobile side. It should also work using local ExecuTouch as well, because the API are the same. Basically, the calling one has all this support, and Swift has a package manager, and the remote inference with Together or your own, and ExecuTouch for local inference. So we have two. Hopefully this won't work. Okay, let me see if I can click here. Yeah, this one did not have video, audio. Basically, it shows multi-image reasoning, so you can send the two image with Llama 4, and this is a mobile app that we develop for the demo. Similarly, we have another app, Chat with Llama. That actually you can see we have the local inference and the remote inference, so you can switch if you need. I think this one did not have value as well. Yeah, but basically you can do just hello, and if it's local, it will actually show you the token per second in the local. Yeah, and then you can switch. I believe right now this is local. Soon you can switch. Oops, sorry, I clicked it wrong. And now it's remote. So basically, because the question could be complicated, and we can rely on the cloud provider to host a bigger model. But also, we can do tool calling, and that actually use your calendar and to basically make your appointment for tomorrow at 5 p.m. And it will actually schedule events. And as you can see, yeah, the event has been scheduled. Okay. Yes, we also have Llama Stack Eval. As we mentioned previously, we published the model card with all the number. And if provider wants to do fancier thing like quantization, also spec-like decoding, they want to make sure they're doing it right. And we provide this. Basically, we provide several benchmarks for people to reproduce our eval number. Similarly, we have a provider verification that is basically given an endpoint whether we know this provider has implemented all the capabilities like streaming tool call, structured output, multimodal inference, so everything correctly. So we will evaluate on their endpoint. Okay, to summarize, Llama Stack, basically we provide a standard set of composed API. Basically we lean in on the industry soft standard, well applicable like OpenAI and MCP. We're also making some new standard for the safety, retrieval, eval, and fine-tuning. Basically, it can be built once and deploy anywhere. As we can see, because the API are the same, so you can build on your Mac using your Llama and then deploy with whatever VM or even on your phone. We provide CLI, SDK, and package distribution. Actually, the distribution I haven't said, but I will say it soon. Also, The test set we provide for all the APIs, including the benchmark eval and the function verification. We are open sourced and we are platform agnostic. Basically, we support all those OSS model and everybody can contribute to our Llama stack. Okay, one thing I haven't mentioned, I will go into a detail, is the distribution. Basic distribution is a bundle. In this case, let's look at how a Dell distribution looks like. So Dell AI Factory is basically their hardware. You can imagine that's a machine in a box. And on top of it, we have the Llama Stack container that already provide all the API adapters that can easily use database, inference provider, tools, guardrail, everything. Basically, we have this API to connect. And then on top of it, you can have the app that use all this API, right? Like multimodal RAG, code semantic search, MCP, whatever, to provide it to the user. So the Dell distribution is actually pretty easy. It's actually just defined by YAML, as you can see. All you need to do if you want to change the distribution, you just change the provider and give the URL in this YAML file. So in this case, the inference is actually Dell Enterprise Hub TGI, and it's a TGI Docker, and ChromeDB, and also DataCell. They use Hugging Face. They use Llama Guard for the safety. All other are the standard meta reference implementation, and it's very easy to change if they want to use other provider. Also, we have this Llama Stack On-Prem going on. You can imagine we have those distro and their standard API. We can also integrate with existing LM apps like Continue, Onyx, DeepSet, NCLM, and they can all use our API. Then it will be an app suite for our partners to provide all the coding solution, customer solution, knowledge search solution, and personal assistant. So everything can be hosted in a box. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks, Kai. So we have a demo after this, but if you could take once again like 5 seconds to complete this amazing survey, it would really help us and give us confidence that to keep doing these kinds of things. So Kai, let's leave this up here for like 15 more seconds, and then maybe you even want to start getting to some of the questions. I think there were some actually like really good questions asked. And
okay, let me quickly. Sorry, I cannot read the. Maybe I'm in present.
Okay, here I'll get them for you. Hold on one second. Let me get to that.
You have to go to your Google Chrome tab, and then bottom right, the meeting tools, and then.
I can only see people. I cannot see chat with anyone. Somehow this is.
That's okay. Here, well, Tim's posted some of them into the Q&A tool. Let me just go ahead and ask him. So one of the questions is, are Llama models MLX optimized on Apple Silicon?
Not by us. I think by Apple people they did, but it's not from Meta.
Okay, all right, that's good to know. Then there's another question from Ian, which is, does Llama accept on-demand usage or paying upfront via API?
API definitely. We already announced Llama API, and also we partnership with like Firework, Rock, and definitely they have API. But I'm not sure with on-demand usage. Basically, it's open source, so technically you can use your MacBook and download Llama, like 1B, 3B normally works great on the MacBook. So it's basically free, I would say.
Okay, yeah. And by the way, the announcement that you made, I saw that announcement too, but I forgot, are you hosting them anywhere by Meta, or are they always hosted by a third-party company?
In the LlamaCon, I think there is a Llama API how do you say, announcement that Meta will host it. Yeah, but I'm not sure what stage, if it's public or not.
Got
But
it.
it has been announced. Yes.
Got it. Okay, very good. All right, so there's another question. Vinu would like to know if we can get the mobile demo apps for reference. So
Yeah. There is. Probably I did not link it on my PPT, but I think definitely for sure.
okay, and then let's see.
Yeah.
Arup says I missed a few slides. Can you please share the slides? Can you also please share how to deploy the stack on a cloud or local machine?
That is exactly what I will do. Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, that's very good. Yeah, and if you can share the slides, you can either send them to us and we can send them out to folks, but ideally, if you have a link if you can post them somewhere and then provide the link in this chat, that'd be super helpful. If that's possible. Okay. And let's see, there's another question from MoPro. If I'm creating multi-tenant user application when hosting that local LLM for data privacy, do I need to host a separate LLM for each user, or can I achieve data privacy with a single LLM instance? We'll start with that question first.
Can you host separate for each user? I think you can use one, right? Technically, we have each section, and potentially it should be isolated. There, for sure, you can just use one LM to do everything to provide a different user. And
right, because the LLMs are stateless, aren't they?
Yeah,
that's what I thought. So no personal information stays in the LLM. All right. And like a follow-on question would not be influenced by previous questions, unless that's how you build your application. Let's see, would performance be affected if I use a single LLM instance?
It mostly on the hardware, honestly. Yes, if you have, multiple user requesting like massive throughput, then potentially, but I think it's more on the limitation of hardware. Yeah.
Okay, and do you have any suggestions for the best way to evaluate the correct model, for like the size or quantization for a given use case?
Yeah, I think this one, it's a bit tricky. First, of course, the performance, when you do quantization, it doesn't mean it's always faster. It really depends on your hardware, if you need to dequant or not, and how big your model is. So benchmark your performance, it's one thing. Also the accuracy, whether you dropped it or not. Even for us, we have to do a lot of evaluation using Llama Stack Eval to make sure there is almost a some-turn drop, but we want to make it within a range. And if you don't have, because this is given a case, then potentially you need to have an eval set for this use case to actually make sure the accuracy drop is not significant. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for that. And then Adam asks, what about text-to-speech in the stack? Is there support for text-to-audio and vice versa?
Text-to-speech, we haven't, because Llama did not have a text-to-speech model yet. I think it could be a separate layer on top of Llama Stack. So basically, Llama is text-to-text, so you need to handle another layer for text-speech. Yeah, or speech-to-text.
Okay, great. We're moving through lots of good questions here, so thank you for this, Kai. Keshav asks, can we fine-tune Llama?
Yeah. Llama, definitely. There are a lot of Llama stacks. We support touch tune, also Hugging Face way. Yes.
Yeah, and just a quick shout out, IBM has an open source project called Instruct Lab, which will also, you can use to fine tune Llama. Okay.
Can we do the demo and we go
Yeah,
through?
there's only 2 more questions here.
Okay,
Let's
okay,
let's
sure,
just get
sure.
through these, and they'll be
Okay.
pretty quick here, I think.
Okay.
So Joshua asks, was the vector database in the stack or something to connect to from the stack?
You can do inline. Basically, the database can be lived inline with the Llama Stack. But in production scenario, we want to be outside of Llama Stack. So it can be a container that is running ChromaDB. Yes.
Yeah, very good. And then finally from Odile, or Odile, I'm not sure which one. Hi, you keep referring to Mac. Can we download Llama from Ollama for Windows as well?
Yeah, I think Llama has Windows support.
Yeah, I think it does, yeah. All right, very good. So that's it for the questions so far. Thank you, everyone, for your questions, and thank you, Todd, for the answers. And yeah, go ahead. Let's go ahead and move on. Oh, one last thing is this link here. I'm sorry, the QR code. It would probably be a good idea to actually paste a link into the chat for those who are on their device or not on their devices, which is probably a lot of people. So let me I'll do it too myself, just so I have it. There we go. Okay. All right, you can go ahead. I will take this document and paste it there in just a second as soon as I copy this to from my phone to my laptop.
Okay. I have the demo. I have the demo recorded. I hope this one has
a Kubernetes.
Okay. Yeah. This one. Can you guys hear the voice?
Yep.
Yes, we
Llama
can.
Stack deployment demo. Here is the diagram. In the middle, we have Llama Stack setup, and then it's connected to all the components we need. For example, the VM for the track completion, the NIM for the code completion. Ollama is hosting the safety model that will be used for guardrail. Also, Postgres is for the metadata for all the agent and the section. ChromaDB, that is a vector DB for the RAG. Yager is for the telemetry. And we also have sentence transformer for embedding. On top of it, we have Prometheus that collects metrics like GPU metrics, and also Grafana that will render it in the dashboard. One thing I haven't implemented is auto scale. Technically, we can use those GPU metrics to scale up our VLM NIM pods if needed. Also, we have a Llama Stack UI that actually has a Llama Stack client that can register the MCP server. Of course, with the Llama Stack server, it can also power all the LM apps you need. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So here is the Grafana dashboard to show you the GPU metrics, the hardware, which can be used to do the auto scaling. We also have the CPU usage and the memory usage, which is very helpful to see what's going on the cluster. Let's see the UI. First, we will talk about API provider available here. Here we can see we have remote VM, remote NVIDIA, remote Ollama, and the sentence transformer all registered. And then the vector IO, we already have a Chroma registered that is a remote ChromaDB. And for the safety, we have the inline Llama guard. For the agent, all the agent section will be registered in the Postgres here, and it will use inline meta reference implementation. And the telemetry we also registered, and the provider type is also inline meta reference. For the tool, we have search and RAG and remote MCP. So the first thing, actually, I also want to show you the model. We have the all mini LM for the embedding. We have the AB for the inference, a chat completion. We have the star coder for the code completion. we have a Llama guard for the safety. And now the first thing I'm going to do is going to register an MCP. And it should be just save. Now this MCP is registered. So if I go to the tool, you can see I'm using AB. Yeah, let me just clear it first. Yeah, and now we can see the web search. I can already use the web search because I'm using Llama 3. So potentially I can ask question about Llama 4, which should not be in the data. What are the names of Llama 4 models? Yep, which is Crack, Scout, and Maverick. And now I can do RAG. I need to do the README. It's a Llama Stack README, so it should be able to do the knowledge search. I just say, what is Llama Stack? Yep, it's a unified API for building, testing, developing AI platform, which is very correct. Now in the MCP, we can see that it can search the documentation. So just ask, what is Cloudflare? It should be able to connect to the MCP and return, yes, it's a cloud service. Okay, this is a UI. Now let's see what we can do with the LM app. So continue is a plugin that can be powered by Llama Stack as well. All we need to do is register this config, and it should be able to use our model and chat completion as well. So first, I just ask, who are you? It should be answer. Okay, it's a Llama model, and let's see. Explain add file, this file to me. Yes, it's a Llama config file. Okay. Yep. Okay. That's it. Let's see. I can do the code completion that actually use the starter. So multiply xy. Let's see if we can actually do the fill in the middle. Okay, that's great. Now, actually, we can use agent to write test cases for my files. Let's see if this one works. Now it can generate codes as well, all powered by Llama Stack. And I can apply, and actually I can do that. Okay, one last thing. Actually, we can go into the tracer to see every operation we are doing. So, for example, this is all the prompts we use for the code completion to the NVIDIA NIM. And also we have the chat completion. We know exactly how long it takes for each step. And we can also look at what's the message over here. So it's very helpful. If you build with Llama Stack to debug, it will log everything for you. That's it. That's everything for the demo. This is a Kubernetes Llama. Okay, I hope the volume is not too low. Yeah, cool. That's everything for the demo, and I guess we can start the Q&A.
Yes, give me 1 second here. Sorry for 1 second. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's see. Where did they go? There it is. Okay. Let me get
Kai,
to
if
the
you want
question.
to actually move on to the next slide, we can talk about
Oh,
like the partnership opportunity.
oh,
So
sorry.
Meta and the AI Alliance are collaborating on the Llama Stack. So there's actually a direct opportunity to work with Meta product teams and the AI Alliance teams as well. So we'd love to learn a little bit more about your AI use case and see if Llama Stack could be a solution for that. So this like questionnaire, we're asking for like more information about like your AI expertise and your use cases and stuff like that. So if you're interested in working with the AI Alliance and Meta and like shaping Llama Stack product strategy and collaborating directly with like Meta product and engineering teams, people like Kai, myself, marketing opportunities, please get in touch with us. We'd love to learn more. And I see, Kai, there's some more questions as well. So I'll turn
All
it
right.
over to you.
Let me see.
Yeah, there's a question here. There's a question here in the Q&A first. Let's do that one first. It's from Arup, and he says, to send the workload to the GPU, do you need to use the API?
Yes. Yes. So Llama Stack, as we see, is being connected to, for example, remote VLM, and it will actually make a request to that VLM instance and get the response from the VLM instance. Yes.
Okay, great. And then he asks, if hosted on a public cloud, do you recommend any authorization mechanism, or CAPTCHA verification? Verification.
Yeah.
Is there any recommendations?
Yes. Normally for the cloud API, what we have is a bear token. That's basically your personal token. For example, if you want to use Firework, you have to get that token and be able to get their cloud service, basically. Yes.
Okay, very good. And then he says, hopefully there's a MCP for that, but I don't know if there is yet, but I know people are working on that kind of thing. And then is there a Slack or Discord channel that you recommend?
Oh, yes, yes. Actually, I should go one more. I have the demo. We have a Discord, yes. We have a Discord and everybody is welcome to join. It's, I think we host office hour as well. And we can discuss everything over there. And it has a big community on it, yes.
We'll be sure to send the slides over, Dave. I'll get you a copy of this, a version that you can send out. So it'll have like the demo and these resources as well.
Okay, good. Thanks. Appreciate that. And let's see here. Somebody asked, is there a Whisper API, whisper.cpp API?
No, not yet. Yeah, I got that question a lot. So apparently, right now the solution is on top of it. You can have your layer either transcribe the text, speech to text, then feed the text into Llama model, and then Llama model generate a text. Then you could have a TTS get it back to the audio, and that's the current solution.
Okay, great. Yeah, definitely people are asking for the slides, so that's good. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking at the just an FYI, your audio in the video was a little bit low. I could hear it, but some people I think had a little bit of a difficult time. Keshav asks, can you please let us know what the UI is called, like in the demo?
Yeah, we have a Llama Stack UI. Mine is the older version, and we are building a new version of that UI as we speak. So definitely it's open source. It's Streamlit, hosted by Streamlit, but yes, we have this UI. And I think I can share the old version as well. Maybe I will add a link to share my old version. The new version will be fancier, probably not in the Streamlit, but I think they are building it, yes.
Okay, and let's see. Okay, somebody asked about the GitHub links. It looks like you've got the GitHub right here. So, Keshav, hopefully those GitHub links help out. And then Lady Calamity asks, what, if anything, will users be able to change in their MCP definitions, or are you providing pre-built MCP fungible modules? What would the differences be?
I think Llama Stack should be is normally registered to the predefined MCP that is ready to use. So potentially Llama Stack will figure out how many tools there is in the MCP and use it. MCP do the tool execution. Yeah.
Okay, great. I think, let's see, that is all the questions I have here, but let me go back into the Q&A, see if there's any more questions there. Yes, there's a couple more questions. Yeah, again, asking for the mobile demo app. Oh no, hold on, that was different. Okay, no, I think we're all caught up there. Folks, if you have any more questions, we're gonna link. We are going to share these slides. Now, I've got to figure out how to get to them because I don't think I have the email address of everyone who is in this, who registered for this event, because some people I think came in straight through the Google Meet link, and I don't think we have their address. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, folks. Just going to make sure this happens easily. So give me a second here. Okay, let's see. I'm going to create a new folder. Oops, wrong place. Hold on. I'm going to create a new folder real quick, and that way we can put it there. Give me just 1 second. I should have done this earlier. New folder. Okay, and okay. This link is not going to be live yet, but this will be the actual link. Get back into the chat. Okay. Okay, I just posted in the, oh gosh, why is it doing this to me? Okay, there we go. Okay, so I just posted a link to a folder. It's probably not, I'm not sure if you can access that folder yet, but I will put the slides in there as soon as they give them to me. So if you check maybe in about an hour or less, I will put them up there. Okay, any other questions? Okay, I'm getting a bunch of thank yous, and so it looks like we're pretty good shape here. Just under the hour, so that's good. And
So Dave, I'm going to send you the PDF version of the slides, and I'll also send you the link to the form, so we can get that as soon as possible.
Yeah, great, thanks. Yeah, I'll put both of them, the link to in that folder. Hey, folks, I want to just add one comment, which is for those of you who are interested in building a software solution, web app or other, that is going to run, like that you prefer or your customers prefer to run on-prem. One way I look at Llama Stack is as a great objection handler for companies who say, hey, I really like the solution that you've built. I'd like to run it on-prem, but your solution uses, let's say, Milvus or something as a vector database, but our company uses, I don't know, some other vector database. And, or perhaps they use a different observability tool, solution, or a different model. And so they saw a demo where you're using one set of solutions, but they've already paid for and are supporting another set of software infrastructure solutions, but yet they want to buy your tool, okay? As an ISV, a great objection handler is, hey, look, we run on Llama Stack, and Llama Stack supports multiple vector databases, including yours, and multiple observability tools, including yours. And so you can still run my solution that I've built on-prem in your company, and using a Llama Stack, it can run on the software infrastructure that you have. And I think that's incredibly valuable. So good option for any of you looking to sell something on-prem. Okay. All right. So I think with that, unless we have any other questions, one last chance. Nope. Okay, I think we're good. All right. So Kai and Rohith, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming here and sharing with us this really useful, valuable presentation. I learned more about the mobile app strategy here, which I don't think I really understood before. So thanks for sharing that. That's really also very interesting. And also thanks to all of you who joined us. We had at peak, we had over maybe 155 folks. It's pretty good. Lots of questions and good questions too. So thank you, everyone. And with that, we'll wrap up for this week. And I hope that you'll join us again next week, same time. Thursdays, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon East Coast, and hopefully not too late wherever you are. And okay, that's it. Thanks again, folks. Take care.